So you killed a couple people tonight?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Look on my phone. You guys should probably look on my phone on the camera. It'll be the bodies of the 2 people I murdered tonight.
Tonight's case is disturbing, graphic, and unlike anything you'd expect from a man who appeared to live a quiet life. 30-year-old Kiernan Brown walked into a police station and calmly confessed to the brutal murders of 2 women, Kaylee Brock, 26, and Julie Mooney, 32, both from Michigan. What shocked investigators wasn't just the admission itself, but the complete lack of emotion.
Here in Delta? Good. Oh, okay.
As the interrogation begins, Kiernan offers up horrifying details without hesitation. But what unfolds is even more chilling than the crimes themselves. This is the full breakdown of a killer's mind, and a confession that only gets darker the deeper you go. 2 women, Kaylee Brock and Julie Mooney, were dead, and Brown claimed responsibility for both. One of the victims was found inside her apartment, the other staged in a motel bathroom across town. Both scenes showed signs of overkill, blunt force trauma, carefully placed bodies. But what made it worse wasn't just the brutality. It was how casually he talked about it. This wasn't a man in a panic. This was a man who had prepared for this moment. As detectives bring Kiernan into the interview room, they're not just looking for facts. They're trying to understand what went wrong inside his mind, and whether he ever planned to stop.
Kaylee and Julie.
Julie only a couple months. She's a co-worker.
Where do you guys work? Here in Delta?
Good.
Oh, okay. What about Kaylee? Where do you know her from?
I used to know her from church years ago.
So what led you to Kaylee's apartment yesterday?
I just went over there.
Okay. She let you in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what happened when you got inside?
I said we just talked.
You just talked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What'd you guys talk about?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. What led to the altercation that you had with her?
We have an altercation.
No altercation?
Mm-mm.
What happened?
I don't know.
You don't know? What about Julie? Did you have an altercation with Julie?
No. No altercation.
How'd you end up meeting up with Julie?
Submit myself to get mentally evaluated. She's trying to help me.
Julie was trying to help you?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you trying to submit yourself to get mentally evaluated? You having a hard time with something?
Yeah, as you can tell, I got a lot wrong with me. But I guess it was too late.
It means it's too late. What do you mean by that?
This damage is done.
Tell me how you killed Kaylee.
With the hammer,
What the hammer look like?
it's a ball pen, point. You shot it at me when you arrested me.
Okay. We weren't there for that, so we don't know what's there yet, bud. Where in her apartment did you kill her?
In the bedroom.
And there was no argument or altercation or anything?
No.
Just kind of snapped? Or was that what you thought you were going to do when you went there?
No altercation. It just happened.
Okay. What about Julie? What did you kill Julie with?
Same hammer.
So, did you kill Kaylee or Julie first?
Kaylee.
Kaylee? And then you drove to the hotel room?
Mm-hmm.
And did you call Julie over or was she already there?
I called her over. She was on her way anyways.
Okay. You guys were just gonna kick it for the night? Tell me about the hotel room when you got there with Julie. Did you guys just hang out for a little bit, or what happened?
Yeah, we just hung out.
Did you tell her about what you had done to Kaylee?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
So you and Julie are sitting in the hotel room. You took the hammer inside from the car
Mm-hmm.
and it was in the hotel?
Mm-hmm.
And then what led to you killing Julie?
Nothing, but it's just, I don't know.
Where did you kill her?
I didn't want to do it, but, you know, where did I kill her?
Yeah.
In the apartment.
Julie was in the motel room, right?
Right.
Where in the motel room?
She was in a bathtub, right?
Was she in a bathtub or on the floor? We haven't been there yet, but that's what we know.
She's on the floor. She was.
Did she take her clothes off?
But I took her off.
You took them off? Was she already dead at that point?
I'm not real sure.
As Kiernan begins to describe how the murders happened, officers are taken aback by his relaxed tone. There's no remorse, no fear, just a cold recounting of the events, like he's explaining what he ate for breakfast. And despite the brutality, he remains eerily composed, even cooperative. But things shift once he's brought into custody. His body language changes. He stops making eye contact, and slowly, it starts to dawn on him just how serious this is.
No, what did you do with it when you were in the room in Kaylee's apartment and Julie's motel room? Were you stabbing them?
I cut off her head.
Do you know why?
Mm-mm.
Were they bad people?
No. I don't know about Kaylee. Julie wasn't. She was just trying to help me.
How long have you known? You've known Julie for a couple months?
6 months.
Yeah. Did you put her in the bathtub? Take her from the
Yeah, I dragged her.
into the bathroom? Okay. And then you cut her head off in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Was anybody else involved in this at all?
No.
No. I understand you took some pictures of it?
Mm-hmm. Videos too.
Videos of it too?
Yeah.
That's showing that you're looking for the help by telling the officers that. That's a sign that you want the help. What was the purpose of the knife wounds?
You're obviously fighting some demons, man. You have been for a long time, it sounds like. Right? When this stuff happened, was Kaylee trying to help you too, like Julie was?
No, she didn't know about anything.
She didn't know about anything? Julie know you've been fighting these demons? Yeah? So, when you're doing this, you killed them first with the hammer, and then you cut them? Or did you cut them first and then? Okay. Did that make you feel better when you did that? Or why did you do that?
No, it didn't make me feel better.
Okay. Did it make you feel worse? Just didn't feel it.
I didn't feel anything.
If I show you your phone, or can you show me what the passcode is on your phone so I can see these pictures and videos? We haven't been there, so we don't really know.
Look, it's my coworker, Julie Mooney. Victim number 2. I even carved my initials on her back like the first victim. Look, It's my coworker, Mooney.
Did you do anything with these two girls?
Like, ever?
Like yesterday?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I asked Julie
Before or after you killed her?
before. Not like right before, but
Okay.
She want to have with you.
yeah.
Think it would have led to the same thing with Christina?
No.
What makes Christina different?
She was just pure.
Christina was pure? Did these girls say anything before? Did they know that anything was going to happen? Did they say anything?
While detectives press for more details, Kiernan's detachment becomes even more disturbing. He describes dismemberment, dragging bodies, and staging the crime scenes, all without breaking a sweat. For most people, even hearing this would be traumatic. For Kiernan, it was routine. And what he says next reveals something deeper. This wasn't impulsive. It was something he had fantasized about for years.
How did you feel when you left Kaylee's apartment? Did it make you feel weird or happy or sad or anything?
Well, I didn't feel anyway.
How long did you stay there after you killed her?
15 minutes.
Did you take her clothes off?
I cut him off, yeah.
Yeah. And then, did you drive straight to Julie's or did you go somewhere in between?
I went to the hotel.
Straight from Kaylee's apartment to the hotel?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do there?
We just talked with Julie, 8.
Did you ever go to Christina's apartment last night?
No.
So you just stayed at the hotel the whole time between when you killed Kaylee and when Julie came over?
Mm-hmm.
How long was it that you were at the hotel before Julie got there?
No, she was there before me.
Julie was already at the room?
Mm-hmm.
Was she in the room?
Yeah. No, she wasn't in the room.
Okay.
She was waiting in her car. Oh, we went out to her room. I actually didn't go to Christina's apartment, but I was there. Outside.
You were in the parking lot at Christina's apartment?
I was going to give her money. Then decided it wasn't a good idea.
What were you going to give
I wasn't
Christina
going to
money
do
for?
that to her. Huh?
What were you going to give her money for?
Just for, I had like 1,500, so. Because I know that how the scenario plays out.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason
it?
I wasn't going to need it.
Yeah. So, when you went to Christina's parking lot, had you already killed Julie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I just want to make sure I have this clear. You go to Kaylee's apartment,
Mm-hmm.
kill her, drive straight to the motel room. Julie's waiting for you in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
You go in there, you kill her. Then you go to Christina's
Mm-hmm.
and you don't kill her, but then do you go back to the motel room? Or is that when you...
Yeah, I went back to the motel room.
And then what'd you do then? When you went back to the motel room?
I just got in the car and just took off.
Where were you headed?
Leave the state.
What was plugged into your GPS? They said when they stopped you had something in your GPS. Do you know what it was?
Yeah, Chicago.
Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anybody in Chicago?
No, it's a large city though.
It is. You're right.
It's the area I grew up in.
It is? What part of Chicago?
I grew up in Mooney, Illinois.
Okay.
I told Julie I was gonna pack my bags and I was gonna get submitted tonight.
For mental health.
Yeah.
You packed your bags at the hotel. That makes
Mhm.
sense. But then you ended up killing her
Mm-hmm.
and you left. And you went to Christina's. How long were you over at Christina's for?
5 minutes.
Just for a couple minutes. And then you went back to the hotel?
Why did you leave Christina's?
I know the scenario wouldn't have played out real well.
What do you mean by that?
It was just point. The only thing I would have done was scare her.
You didn't have any intentions of killing her?
No.
You didn't want to scare her?
Yeah. I love her.
So you...
But I have issues. That's why we didn't work out.
Uh-huh. So you left Christina's and went back to the motel where Julie was still... Was she in the bathtub or was she in the room?
She was in the room.
Okay. And was that when you dragged her to the bathtub?
Yeah, she,
Had you already carved on her at that point? Or did you just kill her with the hammer?
killed her with the hammer.
And so then, was she still alive and that's why you left? You didn't want to hear it?
No, I heard everything. I know that she was in a lot of pain. I had cut her clothes off.
Okay.
So I could make the marks.
Now, before you left to go back to Christina's?
Yeah. I cleaned up everything and then,
What do you mean you cleaned up everything?
like, I wiped it down and stuff.
You mean the room or the...
Yeah, it was kind of messy.
Detectives begin mapping out the timeline from the moment he left Kaylee's apartment to when he lured Julie to the motel. And chillingly, everything fits. Every stop, every action, premeditated. Kiernan claims he went to Christina's apartment, not to harm her, but to give her money. But he also admits he knew how that story would end if he stayed. He says he loved her, but what he does next calls that into question.
You ever thought about doing this before tonight? Or have you done anything like this before tonight?
Since I've been young.
You've had this thought since you were young?
You ever acted on them before?
Almost. With my first case. Yeah, I might be crazy. But I was standing next to Julie the other day and like, I just wanted to kill her, you know? It was like the strongest desire I've ever had. It was weird.
You've had this before, but it felt different?
I had it before, yeah. It happened before.
The feeling?
The girl that I went to prison over.
But you didn't follow through on that one?
No.
What did you go to prison for?
Strangulation.
Okay. Has your feelings always been to do it like with a knife or with a hammer or with a weapon? Or is strangling what you kind of felt?
No. I don't know what. I guess it was only two, and the weapon of choice was a hammer, I guess.
Where did you get the hammer from?
I went and bought it
When?
a couple of days ago.
Last night or this week at all, have you been using any drugs or anything?
Yeah.
And what's your drug of choice, man?
Cough medicine.
Okay.
Still feel the effects of it now. No, like course eatings.
Like what?
Pills, course eating, cough and cold.
Was that like Robo?
Yeah.
How much of that do you take?
I took 2 boxes.
When did you take that?
32 pills. Maybe a day ago.
How does it make you feel when you take that stuff? You get high and excited, or does it drag you down? Or...
Well, I was alone. And it turned into a bad trip, and basically what I did to those women, that's all I seen.
What do you mean?
I just seen like murder and all kinds of stuff. Like it was in front of me.
Does Kaylee have any kids?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where kids were?
Where are they?
Where were they?
Oh, Kaylee?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think she's got kids.
What about Julie?
Yeah, she's got 2 girls.
2 girls? Where are the girls?
With their dad, she's supposed to get them today.
Okay. Kaylee doesn't have any kids?
I don't think so.
What was with all of the lines that you carved on them with the knives? Why did you do that?
I don't know. Like why I did it at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious, I guess.
Curious what it would look like, smell like.
Yeah. I've never dissected somebody before.
Mm-hmm. But they were both dead when you did that?
Yeah. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them screaming and alerting somebody.
How didn't they alert anybody at either place? Did you just surprise them with a hammer? Were they facing you or were they facing away?
It was like one blow and that was it.
How many times did you hit each one of them with a hammer?
I don't know, I hit Kaylee one. And I don't know. It was kind of weird because it got stuck in her head. But they both did the same stuff. It's just that rattle, you know?
What do you mean by a rattle?
Oh, I've heard it's called the death rattle. It's just like this gurgling sound. I'm not sure what it is, and then they started to move. And I didn't know if they were going to yell or what they were going to do, so I don't know, hit them 20, 30 times.
In the head?
Mm-hmm. And then I cut Kaylee's throat.
Were these all with the same knives?
Yeah.
Did you clean the knives off between the two?
Yeah.
Where did you clean them off at?
Sink.
In Kaylee's apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Before you left?
Yeah.
What sink? In the kitchen or bathroom? Or?
Next to her bedroom.
So then you said you went back to Kaylee's apartment. When did you go back to her apartment?
That wasn't. My mind kept playing with me like she's alive or something, so I wanted to make sure she was dead. Almost as if she wouldn't be there when I got back.
Was she there?
Yeah.
Was the front door unlocked?
Mm-hmm.
So you just went right back in? When do you think you went back there?
Huh?
You left, you killed her. 15 minutes later, went to the motel, called Julie, and then went back to Kaylee's apartment?
Yeah.
And what did you do when you went back in the second time?
Went up and checked.
Did you do any more cutting on her at that point?
No, I took her phone.
Where's your phone
No.
Yeah.
I threw it out on the road.
at? Do you know where?
So somewhere on Saginaw, next to the McLaren Hospital, I threw her and Julie's phone out.
Both at the same place?
Yeah.
Saginaw by McLaren Hospital?
Mm-hmm. In case somebody called looking for them.
I don't know what that's by. Can you tell me? Where on Saginaw?
It's like right by sort of, just by Saginaw and MLK. Yeah.
Were you at a stoplight or?
No, I was on my way to Christina's. I was driving. I just threw him.
Just throw them out the driver's side of the thing.
Yeah, they had their phone locks on them, so. Yeah, I was just planning on. I tried getting other people to come to the hotel. Then I realized that Julie's supposed to see her kids. And of course, people would start wondering, so why not leave?
Who else are you gonna call next?
It's another girl at my work,
What's her name?
Ellie.
Ellie or Allie?
Ellie, E-L-L-Y.
Tell me about Ellie. How do you think you would have done it?
Yeah, she's the girl that I always wanted to ask with. You know, when I'm smoking hot girls.
Mm-hmm.
Always like, I didn't have that with Julie or Kaylee.
How do you think you would have done it differently?
I would have did it. I would have did it the same way. The initials and the lines and.
But do you think you would have actually killed her differently, like not with a hammer? Or what do you mean by that?
There probably would have been this component of her,
Do you have Ellie's phone number?
you know,
How did you get a hold of her?
well, Facebook Messenger,
What is your Facebook Messenger name?
my name.
Just your name?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you communicated with Kaylee and Julie?
Yeah.
When asked why he did it, Kiernan's answers become more abstract. He talks about demons, fantasies. He says this has been inside him since he was young. He even admits that he planned for more victims, that these two were just the beginning. And the most haunting detail? He kept souvenirs, locks of hair, like trophies from a hunt. The killer isn't confused. He's methodical and proud.
Did you talk to Ellie at all? Yesterday?
Yeah.
What did she have to say?
She tries to help me too. But she struggles with a lot of demons as well.
What are her demons?
Domestic issues, boyfriends.
She has boyfriends?
Yeah.
So do you think by you cleaning up the motel room, was that how you planned on keeping people coming in? And you're just going to keep putting them in the bathroom?
Yeah. Until the smell started.
Did it smell when you were there?
Yeah, it had like this copper smell to it, you know? It's metallic. Just like what the books say.
What books?
Just novels that I read. I remember this forensic pathologist, Patricia Cornwell. She has a lot of novels.
Mm-hmm.
Talks about a metallic. I'd never understood that until I experienced it myself. She had this, you know.
Who do you think you would have called after Ellie? Do you have your plan to keep going, or was it the plan for just these two?
You know, not particularly. I just tried to get at least 4.
Why was 4 the number?
I don't know. I guess it's just a goal. It's a lot of work.
What do you mean by that?
It's not easy, you know. It's not like I'm using a gun.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot involved in that. It's personal. I don't get it. I don't understand myself. It's like I talk to myself. Like I'll sit there and just be like, just had a full-fledged deep conversation with her for a whole half hour. And then like nothing to do that. It's not all right. But I did it anyways. Just cause it's just like something inside me, you know, I'm not saying that like voices, but yeah, it's a voice in my head. But it's not like it's more of a thought, it's not a voice.
I have conversations with myself in the head all the time. It's not
Just
necessarily another voice. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Is that thought? You said you went and bought the hammer and the knives on either, you think Wednesday or Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So that was at that point you knew you were going to do something,
Yeah.
right? And so you've been battling that thought or voice
All my life.
all your life?
Yeah.
And it was the issue with Christina on Monday that kind of sparked this rage. Is that
Yeah.
accurate?
Yeah. Well, I know I've had to rage our whole relationship.
How long did you date Christina?
A year.
What's Christina's last name?
Miller. So what would you guys call me? Serial killer.
I just think you need some help, bro.
Yeah, I do.
That's what I think.
But it's kind of too late, you know.
It's never too late for help.
Living with my sisters in Illinois, one night I just took a knife and I tried to hunt people down. I was 18. It didn't work out.
Why didn't it work out?
I couldn't find a person in the right settings.
Why was 4 your magic number that you wanted to get to?
It wasn't a magic number, but there's 4 people I had in mind.
Who was the 4th other than Ellie?
Jenny,
Who?
this girl in my class.
What's her name?
Jenny, Jenni.
Why her?
Because she wrestles with a lot of demons as well.
Is this Jenny?
Kiernan Brown didn't just plan the murders. He reflected on them, organized them, and cherished the aftermath. And most haunting of all, he admits there were more names on the list. His goal wasn't just to kill, it was to kill 4. The only thing that stopped him was time.
Did you take anything from Kaylee or from Julie?
No,
Did you take anything with you?
I did actually. I took her hair clip.
Whose?
Julie's.
What did that look like?
It's just a little hair clip. I got one from Kaylee as well.
Where are those ones?
Should have been on me.
Okay.
Just memories of them. It's like souvenir.
So how did you move Julie from the, you said you dragged her from the room into the bathroom.
Yeah,
How'd you get her in there?
a blanket. I put a blanket beneath her and dragged the blanket.
Do you leave the blanket there?
No, yeah, I left it in the bathtub.
Think you'll be able to sleep after this? You look pretty tired.
Yeah,
Do you have any intentions of harming yourself while you're here?
no. I've been trying to seek help for a long time. Since I've been out of prison, I've been trying to seek help, get on medicine, see counselors, doctors, because like this.
Did they give you any, did you have this when you had these thoughts for a long time? Did you tell anybody when you were in prison before?
No, I was trying to get out of prison.
I understand that.
I just never got the help that I needed. I tried to tell people. I've talked to people about my thoughts before, and they said that's normal. They said I think like that too. So I thought it was normal.
Was that just other people that you hang with? Or
Yeah.
like medical people or anything?
No, there's other just people I hang with. So that doesn't mean nothing.
Did you ever go to the community mental health or into the hospital or anything?
Yeah, they didn't do anything for me.
When did you go to them?
When I got out of prison.
Like right away?
Yeah, about maybe like 6 months ago. They didn't do anything for me.
Here in Lansing? They help you set up any appointments or anything? Or?
No, well, the thing is, I was on parole and I was like, issues, I've laid my hands on Christina, but, I didn't want to jeopardize. I didn't want to get sent back to prison. So how do I get help? But I gotta be honest. So that was what I.
Kiernan Brown was quickly charged with 2 counts of open murder, 2 counts of mutilation of a dead body, and multiple weapons charges. He was found competent to stand trial, and in 2021, he accepted a plea deal, avoiding the death penalty by pleading guilty to the murders of Kaylee Brock and Julie Mooney. The court sentenced him to life in prison, without the possibility of parole. During sentencing, Brown showed no emotion, no apology, no remorse. Kaylee and Julie's families described the pain of losing their daughters, both in their 20s, both with full lives ahead of them, in such a horrific and senseless way. The judge called Brown's actions inhuman and pure evil. And with that, a man who once fantasized about killing 4 women was locked away for life. His fantasy ended by the very justice system he willingly walked into. In the end, it wasn't guilt that stopped him. It was time. And if not for that final decision to confess, the killing spree may have never ended.